I want you to look in the face of your constituents and explain to them why they called you for an emergency sitting today, and yet the House got adjourned indefinitely.
Thank you very much. Good evening to your viewers, especially my people in Southern NPP. Now, I disagree with you when you make the point that we were unable to sit today. We did sit.
You conducted parliamentary business?
Yes. However brief it was.
I see.
Yes,
so
we sat.
Which
Speaker,
bill did you pass today?
Hold on. So we sat. There was a commencement. And so I together with my colleagues of the NDC caucus, now the majority caucus, we represented respectively various constituencies. The problem for Speaker, after prayers were said, was that contrary to Order 91, Rule 2 of our standing orders, and contrary to Order 216, Rule 2 of our standing orders, as well as Order 67 of our standing orders, the Business Committee, which ought to have met and scheduled in terms of rank the priority of business to consider today, and if possible tomorrow or the day after that, depending on how heavy the business before us for this recall is, failed to convene. And in that failure lies the fact that, one, we couldn't produce business statement for this meeting, and two, for this sitting, and two, we couldn't produce an order paper for today's sitting. And faced with this handicap, Speaker had no choice than to, again, adjourn the House sine die. So I believe that you, the media, should be focusing on the government, especially the party in government. The people have entrusted the exercise of executive powers of states in the hands of the NPP to, as it were, bring government business to Parliament for approval. So governance, matters of state, affairs of state can be oiled properly and smoothly. If because of pettiness, if because of ego trips, they are unable to come to Parliament to have these businesses properly executed, you should be asking them questions. And here is why.
I'll come to that.
No,
okay, you're still explaining. All right.
Yes, and here's why. All these matters in Parliament, all these seem difficulties and perceived difficulties arose because of some indiscipline within the ranks of the NPP.
So you're blaming them, right?
Yes. Indiscipline.
But you occupy their seats.
Hold on.
I mean, if you're not on their seats.
No, hold on. Ray, let me.
They think that if you are just gotten up and gone to your seat.
Ray, can we do this? Indiscipline arising out of the fact that two of their sitting members of Parliament have broken ranks and are presently contesting their respective constituencies as an independent candidate.
True.
Then an independent member of Parliament who doubles also as the second deputy speaker of Parliament. Which member they themselves expelled 4 years ago for similar conduct had come to join them. So he no longer associates with them in terms of business on the floor. He's now come to join the NPP properly. And by that, it's now being sponsored as their parliamentary candidate in Formina. And these conducts have led to activation of Article 71, 97(1) and G and H of the Constitution. Okay. Now, as a result of that, Speaker made certain pronouncements as a consequence of this conduct. So it is this conduct that has generated
Except, again, you have left out Peter Yaw-Kwakye.
As for Peter Yaw-Kwakye, we are not belaboring that point. He's a gunner. He's no longer a member of the NDC by his conduct.
You agree?
So nobody argues. NDC is not fighting.
It's not a sign of misconduct.
It is.
Okay.
Once it's gone, it's a goner. So we have a different candidate.
Okay.
For that constituency. So NDC is not contesting Speaker why he has expelled Yakwachiaka. We are not doing that.
Okay. Because
we agree with him that if by such conduct, the constitutional provision in 97(1) G must kick in. So that is what we have done. Now.